Hudson is a town of 20,000 people located just north of Marlborough and west of Sudbury. Prior to the arrival of English settlers around 1698, it was inhabited for thousands of years by Native Americans, including the Nipmuc tribe. Because of its location on the Osabat River, Hudson, once part of Marlborough, became a mill town, including shoe and textile manufacturing. Finally, in 1866, a petition to incorporate Hudson was approved by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The town was named after Congressman Charles Hudson, who grew up in the Feltonville neighborhood. Wood Park is a large public park located along the banks of the Osabat River. It features open space, picnic areas, a playground, and a small performance show. Reverend Lewis Winthrop West built the United Memorial Chapel of All Faiths on his own property in 1953. This tiny 5-foot by 11-foot structure was moved several times before landing at its current location on private property.
We're here with Chad, the owner of Cafe 641. Can you tell us, first of all, how long have you had this?
So I've had this restaurant for about 8 years now. I started working here 9 years ago, and then we decided to purchase the restaurant.
And was it a restaurant before?
It was. Same name.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, same decor.
And I'm very curious about everything, like this picture behind us is, what does that describe, and all the things around?
It's just some of, it's basically a mural of Hudson's history.
All right.
Machine shops and things that.
This was not a machine shop ever.
No.
Was it always been a
I
restaurant?
believe it was a hotel at one point. I think that's what people are telling me.
Okay. And what do you serve? Do you have lunch and breakfast?
So
what do you have?
We have brunch items, breakfast, lunch. We do soups seasonally. So right now we just reintroduced soups. In the summertime, we have lobster.
Oh,
lobster
really?
rolls, yeah.
Wow.
And we're a creperie as well, which is kind of unique to the area.
And what are your hours?
7 to 3 every day, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Yes.
And you mentioned the crepes. What else do you think are some of the specials that people gravitate to?
Some of the things we have, like we have a delicious corned beef Reuben. It's a half pound of corned beef that we use, and it's an overwhelm. It's a really it's a hearty meal. We also have a breakfast of champions, which is that's named after my last name, so it's spelled with P-E-O-N at the end. So a lot of people think it's a misspelling, but it's my family last name, and that has 3 eggs, homemade corned beef hash, hash browns,
Wow.
sausage or bacon, toast, and fruit.
Wow. So I heard a little conversation that you're a cafe, but you do other things here too?
Yes, we do. We have an entertainment license, so we do open mic nights. We do it the first Thursday of every month, and it gets there's a big following for that. We serve burgers and whatever we're seasonally serving. So this coming Thursday we'll do burgers, and we'll also have the soups going. We may do lobster as well.
Wow. And what time is that?
That's from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. So we reopen for the night. The name, Cafe 641, I don't know if you were going to...
I don't know. Tell us about it. I'd love to hear about it.
So one of the things that's also unique is the original owner, I believe it was back in 2013, he opened the cafe up, and he named it Cafe 641. His wife was a librarian, and you can see the bookshelves we have around.
Okay,
And
that explains that.
641 in the Dewey Decimal System means food and drink. And our breakfast sandwich is called the Dewey.
Okay.
So there's little hints of. We also have a Hunger Game, the Hunger Game breakfast, which is very popular as well.
What's the Hunger Game?
So it's 2 eggs. You can get hash browns, home fries, or fruit, toast, and then bacon or sausage.
I also was fascinated by your baked goods. There's this, I don't think I'm exaggerating, the cinnamon bun or whatever. That's huge. Now, do you make these? Or
We
what?
do.
And you make them here, or do you have another?
We make them here. So we have a baker that works off hours. So a lot of nights we're here putting all those delicious pastries together and selling them fresh.
Any future plans in any way that we haven't touched on?
There's been the thought of expanding has been brought up. You may see another Cafe 641 pop up in another Massachusetts town sometime.
Oh, is that in the near future? 'Cause
Possibly.
It sounds that way.
2026 maybe, we'll see.
Okay. Oh, well, that's great. That's wonderful. Anything else you can think of we left out?
So our specialty lattes get a lot of attention. So I'll say 2 things about our coffee. It's locally roasted in Framingham by Hogan Brothers, and they have a great high quality brand, and we order every week, and they roast the beans like the day before we get them.
Wow.
So,
That's special.
Yeah, and so we do a couple things. So we have flavored roasts. So they roast their beans with flavors. So we have a pumpkin cold brew this time of year. So we make cold brew with pumpkin flavored roasted coffee. So we don't add any syrups or sugars or anything.
Wow.
To it. So it's a subtle flavor, but it's a nice fall drink.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and our specialty lattes are very unique. We have my favorite and one of the most popular, whenever anybody asks which one I suggest, is the Land of Milk and Honey, which is
sounds like the name of it.
It has it's not overwhelmingly sweet. It has cinnamon, honey, made with cream and espresso.
Wow.
So
wow,
it's
that
really,
sounds
really delicious.
very good. Very good. Before you got into this, were you in restaurant? What was your profession?
So I've always, I grew up in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
At 14, I was working at Brigham's Ice Cream in Waltham and on River Street there. It's now a Subway, I think. But just growing up, I've always worked in restaurants. The latest one would be D'Angelo Sandwich Shops.
Oh.
I was a general manager, a training general manager, and then a district manager with them.
Oh, wow.
So I was with them about 12 years.
Well, thank you. We're going to enjoy our breakfast. It looks delicious.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I
No,
appreciate
well, it's very unique, and it is very. And you've got a lot of good food and a lot of good things. So,
Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure.
Marcia has a very boring breakfast.
it is sourdough bread, overnight egg, fruit cup coffee. I'm in my glory.
But it all looks really good and fresh.
It is. Look at that fruit cup. It's huge. Beth, you might have to help me a little bit.
I got my hands full. I have a Madame crepe, and it's ham and Swiss crepe with an egg on top. It's good. I'm going to let the egg drip all over it. It's very hard to get homemade crepes. You should come and try it. We are with Natalie Ferjulian Forsythe, and she is the owner of Ferjulian Farm.
Well, my parents are the owners of Ferjulian's Farm. I'm fourth generation.
Fourth generation, okay. And we're in Hudson. So tell us about the farm.
1941, my great-grandfather, he owned a grocery store in Cambridge, and he would take drives out to the country on Sundays, and he saw this white house on the top of a hill, and it was kind of a defunct apple orchard at that time, and so it took him quite some time to save to buy it. He was in his late 40s when he bought the farm. Mm-hmm. He moved here with his family, but he continued to own the grocery store in the city. And he really didn't do any farming in his lifetime. It was my grandfather that started to sort of revive the apple orchard with my grandmother. And, you know, they built this farm stand here that's still standing. It's 40 feet by 40 feet. And the business has sort of progressed as each generation has come along and been interested in a little bit of a different flavor of farming. My dad's really passionate about growing greenhouse flowers as well as every fruit and vegetable that we can possibly grow. And then when I came along, I was interested in the cut flower side of things. So we started the cutting garden that's behind us in 2018 or 19, and tulip picking as well in the springtime.
Wow, excellent. So you have apples.
We have apples.
And you have peaches.
We have peaches. One of the things about my dad is that he is so passionate about growing top quality, whatever it is, flowers, fruits, or vegetables. And if there's something that's not really top notch, we get rid of it and we try something else.
Okay. So there's a lot of pumpkins. You don't grow all of these, do you?
So we grow all of the pumpkins that are up on the hill behind us, all of these carving pumpkins, and some of the decorative, but not all of the decorative.
Okay. What else for vegetables?
Oh boy, so for vegetables, let's see.
That's a long list, isn't it?
So we have radishes, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower. Just started picking kohlrabi for the first time today. Sweet potatoes, red potatoes. Did I say broccoli? Peppers, green peppers, red peppers, jalapeno peppers, other types of spicy peppers. We grow a ton of our own basil, red basil, traditional basil, parsley, kale, Swiss chard, tomatoes, all different types of tomatoes. So maybe 4 types of heirloom tomatoes, your traditional sandwich tomato, about 6 different types of cherry tomatoes, pickling cucumbers, regular cucumbers, really the whole gamut of it. As much as we can grow, we really grow it, except for strawberries, because they're extremely labor intensive when we're doing greenhouse work. So we don't grow our own strawberries, but we do get them from a neighbor farmer during strawberry season.
Okay, and you have several kinds of squash as well.
Yes, are we talking about fall squash? Oh yes. Lots of different types of sort of the fall squashes. And then for your traditional summer squash, we have summer zucchini, Mediterranean, yellow zucchini, all of those as well.
I didn't even know all of those existed.
Yeah, when our employees come and we're doing the training, they kind of look at us like we've never seen this stuff before. So there's a little bit of an education component there too. But we really love it. We love having a well-rounded, colorful display for customers to not only eat from, because not everybody's going to eat everything, but it's just fun to come and look around as well.
Yeah. So tell us about the flowers then. How many acres of flowers do you have? How many different kinds?
Of cut flowers?
Well, the flowers that you grow.
Okay.
Which is the same thing, I guess, right?
So we have greenhouses up above, which I'll show you.
Okay.
So we have about 2 acres of greenhouse space. So our year starts in January when we warm up the greenhouses and we start planting. Okay. And so we're growing in the greenhouses from January through when we open our farm store around April 20th. And then our greenhouse opens and it's all hands on deck with selling your bedding annuals and perennials and those types of things. Mm-hmm. So as that's happening, we also have our tulip picking season. So this year we have 300,000 tulip bulbs that we'll plant right around Halloween, and they will be in the ground all winter, and then they start to poke through the soil somewhere in March, and then we start picking tulips right around April 20th. And so it's a really quick season that goes from April 20th. If we get into May, that's great. We consider it a really successful season. But sometimes, depending on the weather, this past year we only had 7 days of picking before that was finished. And that's about 2 acres of tulips as well.
So is that you pick or
it's you pick? All you pick.
Okay,
Yep. We welcome the public to come and pick tulips. So then once that finishes up, we have growing in the greenhouse up above the flower cutting garden, which is right behind us. So that's grown in batches. And when the last frost has passed, somewhere around the 15th of May, we plant the cutting garden. So this area is, again, about 2 acres. That seems to be sort of our sweet spot. And we're growing, it's over 200 different varieties of flowers in this garden. And my goal is to plant so that from when the garden opens in the first week of July through the first week of October, we have a range of flowers to pick. And so some things bloom all season long, like these marigolds that you can see. I love marigolds for that reason. And then some things are one and done. We plant sunflowers in batches every 7 days or so that, they get picked, and then when that batch is done, the next batch comes along.
Okay. So how does that work then for the flowers that you have here? Are people picking their own?
Yes.
They are, okay.
So you come to our flower pavilion. For $20, we give you a jar and we give you snips, and you go into the garden and you fill your jar nice and full. There are a couple of varieties of things that have stem limits, the specialty varieties that would be picked out if we didn't have any stem limits on those. Those include things like dahlias and lisianthus and sunflowers and eucalyptus, and everything else pretty much you can pick as much as you want of.
Oh, that is really cool. So this is your passion, the flower part of it. Is this all you've done your whole life?
No, I actually worked at a college through my 20s, and then decided to come back to the farm when I got pregnant with my son. I couldn't think of a better place to raise a child than here.
Than a farm, right? Yeah. But farming is really hard work, isn't it?
It is, yes.
24/7, all year long, not just when the farm stand is open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, when you have a small business, it means that your business is open from 9 to 6, say, but before your business opens, my dad goes into the produce market to get what we can't grow, starting at 2:30 in the morning. And then we have all of this setup that we have to do to keep our displays looking really good and really full. And then when the day is over, there's sort of the desk work component of farming that nobody ever really likes to think about. So it really is a full-on, all the time job, especially when we're in season and when our store is open. We do get a little bit of a break when we sell our last apple. We close the farm stand around the 10th of November. And then from the 10th of November through the beginning of January, we relax, order, think, plan, and that type of thing, and just sort of give ourselves a breather for the season ahead.
I think we would love to see the farm.
Okay, let's go. This is our little pumpkin barn over here. So,
oh my gosh, this is awesome.
One of our goals as a farm is to really just bring people joy and a little bit of connection to nature in a way that's just simple and fun. It's really easy to get caught up in trying to do things as efficiently as possible, and we've just had some conversations lately about how we just want to take a step back and what can we do that's really just for fun and enjoyment and simple and that type of thing. So that's our pumpkin barn. Low on the plant. So if I were picking this, I would pick it like down here, right? So that's like a good 18 inches in.
Yeah.
Dahlias, the more you pick them, the more they come. The deeper the cut you make, the more it spurs the plant on to put up another nice, tall, long stem. If somebody comes through and they're just kind of picking the first couple inches, it doesn't prompt the plant to put out long, strong stems.
Yeah.
So you're never going to have as good of stems in this garden as you will in the one that we're picking from. And that's why we do our best to educate.
In the late 1800s, Henry T.G. Dyson founded Hudson Worsted, a commercial wool combing factory. The mill was a major employer in Hudson. Today, the site is known as the Landing at Hudson Mill, and the building is filled with many small businesses, including Wild Hare, where we had lunch. We decided to browse the building and see what treasures we could find. Knotty Pine Vintage and Collectibles is a shared space for around 50 vendors. There are many great finds there, including jewelry, vintage clothing, Coke bottles, and depression glass that contains uranium.
Oh, wow. Yeah, my thing
Oh,
is-
there. Yeah, there. I've got it now. Yes.
So there's uranium in the glass? The next stop was the Calliope Papery.
My name is Lori. I am the mom of Christina, or KB, who is the owner of the store. She has been in business like at brick and mortar since 2016, where we were in Natick, Mass. So like maybe a half an hour or so down the road from here. And in February we moved the store here because the building got sold and it really wasn't going to be great for a small business to be able to afford it there. So she sought out other places and wanted to make it easier for her mom to manage the place. So I have worked full-time here for about 3 years. I've been working for her full-time since even before she was born, but working full-time in the store for about 3 years. I manage all of this so that she can create, like this is her artwork. She's made a lot of the things that are here. She recreated the Trapper Keeper.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
So she got the dimensions and recreated it. So you've got all of the folders, and you have a clipboard, and she designed all the notebooks and everything with it. So she's very creative, and me managing this and the staff allows her to keep her head in the clouds, she says, and be able to create.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I love my job. I love being able to tell people about Hudson. I've lived here for like 33 years. So
And what about Hudson?
if you've gone downtown at all, which you should, is lots of small shops and very great for small business. Very community oriented, like they do a lot of special events and stuff, live music, a farmer's market. And so it just kind of went from this, nobody really went downtown, you went to other places, to being a destination, which is one of the reasons my daughter moved here, besides it's closer to me, was that it's a destination and it's a great community. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Great. We are with Matt Gervais, and he is in charge of the coffee program here at the Wild Hare Cafe.
Cafe, brewery, bakery, yeah, we do
All
it all.
those things.
Yeah.
So, first of all, how long has this been in business?
So a little over 3 years now. We are tucked in the back of the building here a little bit, so we've scaled things up as we've opened the patio and increased our production. But 3 years.
Okay, so you're a cafe, you serve breakfast and lunch.
Yep. We're open from 7 to 3 every day. Bakers come in at 3 in the morning, get everything going, and then 8 o'clock the breakfast really picks up. So you can get a coffee first thing in the morning, but 8 o'clock is really when things get going. Yeah.
Okay, so what kinds of things do you have on your menu?
Ooh, our egg sandwiches are incredibly popular. Even just a sourdough toast or grilled cheese here is incredibly popular. The mushroom toast, people would riot if we got rid of that. And even our own little take on Eggs Benedict is Eggs Benedict meets an egg in a hole. So they do that too, yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
And then lunch you have salads.
Yeah, salad, sandwiches. You can still get some of the breakfast items, but like roast beef type sandwiches, all sorts of things, yeah. Even the hot dog's very popular at lunchtime. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You
So,
can get
go ahead.
You can get a double dog if you want.
Oh.
Get 2 of them. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, but no
Is
pressure.
Is it a special kind of a hot dog or?
Yeah, so they make the cheese sauce here. They make the house-made ketchup here. There's some crispy onions on top, so it's a good economical option, but you still get to treat yourself a little bit with it. Yeah.
Sounds neat. So tell me all about the bread here.
Yeah.
What do they make?
Yeah, so our go-to bread here is a honey whole wheat sourdough. So we've actually had the sourdough starter going for 3 years. We named him Larry, and we just feed him a little bit every week, and then yeah, they've even been at the farmers market uptown on Tuesdays. So yeah, we have that. They bake all the rolls for the sandwiches. Sometimes you can get a focaccia bread too, but yeah.
And then the croissant.
All the croissants.
You have like almond and.
Yeah, almond, chocolate, plain. We also have Queen Amands here. So they lace the layers of the croissant with some sugar, and then when that bakes up, the whole thing caramelizes like creme brulee topping. So those are really popular too. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. And I think I saw cinnamon rolls too.
Cinnamon rolls. The chocolate chip banana bread is a big hitter here too, actually. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about the coffee.
The coffee. So we use Grace Note. They're a locally sourced roaster, so we get to keep that in Massachusetts. We have a beautiful espresso machine. Our whole team is trained to give you a nice latte art on your latte, so you can get to feel a little fancy with it, on top of it tasting really good. So yeah, everything's fresh, everything's done to order. It's a really nice program. Yeah.
That's
Even
cool.
the cold brew we make here, we make everything here. Even a lot of the syrups. So our vanilla syrup, our lavender syrup's very popular. We use a fresh lavender flower to make that. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. So tell us about the cellar.
The cellar. So we are owned by Medusa Brewing.
Oh,
They're
you
just
are?
up the
Okay.
road.
Okay.
And so we don't do the brewing here technically. They do all the brewing just up the street, but then we're the barrel aging facility for them. So we have some taller barrels that are all white oak, and then along the back wall we have some bourbon barrels, some different wine barrels to pair with like fruitier beer options.
So we were just at Julian Farm, and it seems like you have a great collaboration with them. I see their name on the menu, so tell me about that.
So they're a local farm, as you mentioned, and their peaches are incredible. So we try to get all of our fruit from them when we can, and their tomatoes, everything they make is good, but their peaches and their tomatoes are to die for. So all summer long, as soon as those become available, we try to put them on the menu in as many places as we can. Yeah, whether that's a cobbler or a nice tomato toast with like a nice house-made pesto, yeah, wherever we can, we try to use them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Anything else that we should know about the cafe?
No, I mean, we are a little tucked away, so it's not on everyone's radar, but I think it's definitely worth coming by, treating yourself. Plenty of young families around, so if you have little kids, don't feel bad about bringing them by or any of that sort of thing. And it's nice to be able to have a beer at the same time in that setting. So whether it's coffee or beer, you kind of like put your feet up for a second and just unwind. Yeah.
Great. Well, I love it. It's a beautiful cafe, and we can't wait to try the food.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you. Okay.
This is a grain bowl that's got grain and carrots, listen to me, and corn and beans, onions. I can't wait to taste it. I'm not sure what this is, but
A little bit of a sauce.
this is really good. I'm going to enjoy this.
All right. I've got their green salad, and it has peaches on from Julian Farm. It's got some local goat cheese, and it's got a blueberry vinaigrette, I think I saw, and some almonds, some blanched almonds, and it just looks so good. Love the dressing. It's not real sweet. Goes perfectly with the greens. This is delicious.
Enjoy.